Hey, her eyes.
Oh my god, I forgot you can see her eyes in this.
She has eyes.
She does, and they're very pretty. Well, on the gray side, but still pretty, fairly pretty. Security. Yep, can't touch us.
I told you, they're the Church of Scientology.
Yeah, no, they are.
No, there was a story about that, actually, like 5 years ago back, I think it was. The wife of the leader of Scientology went missing, and someone actually tried to file a missing persons report, but it was immediately closed. The police said it was unfounded.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, so that explains why Tom Cruise kind of wants out of Scientology. True thing.
LA is a weird place.
LA is a very weird place. I might be living there someday. Or at least there's a chance I would be.
I wonder what else he's hiding. You look a little happy about that for someone that's dying.
Night night, little mouse. And she was literally shot out of a window into 4Kids version of Purple Mist. That just randomly happened to be there for some reason. Wow, that landing didn't hurt Neil as much as I thought it would.
Oh yeah, Monkey Man.
Yep, this dude. Actually, this was like the first one.
This is a character whose plot was cut.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
His deal was that he was supposed to be a part of an evil cult that worshipped the Earthbound gods, and if anyone spoke out of line, sacrifice them to the Earthbound gods. Now, there's actually been, ironically enough, in the last couple of months, which is why I'm glad we waited on this, there's actually been some contention about the story with Carly's actor being
Oh, right. We haven't mentioned this yet.
No, there's actually been more contention about it.
Wait, recently?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because the thing is, yeah, she was replaced and whatnot, but the thing is, the way it was originally detailed in the story was that she was replaced immediately after Darksiders, hence given no plot. Okay. No, she wasn't replaced until 120 episodes in, which is way later. So that leads to a lot of contention about whether or not that was why her character was basically cut from the story entirely. No, it turns out they just wanted to keep Jack without having any baggage.
Oh my god. Okay. Huh.
And some other things got changed around too. Crow wasn't really supposed to be anyone. Divac was originally just supposed to duel Luna, and Leo was supposed to duel Greiger, and that was when he was going to awaken his signer mark. And everything else was relatively the same. The one other thing was that Aki was originally going to still be partly evil, and she was going to receive her own Crashtown arc too. And supposedly Carly was actually going to be a big part of it, but that got cut.
Yeah. Oh man.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we're kind of starting to scout ahead in the story because Darksiders is fun.
It's best that I get that out of the way now, because if I didn't do it all now, I would have forgotten about it incrementally.
Well, I mean,
I would have forgotten pieces trying to tell it incrementally. This happened then waiting 20 minutes, and then that happened then, and then that, and etc.
We should have, yeah, we definitely had to mention the little cult
She was absorbed by purple mist.
Yeah, that was weird.
You saw that too, right?
Yeah, that was weird. I think that was like a water paint fade, actually.
Huh.
That was weird.
She reappeared as a dark sign.
Get out of my building. Nope.
God.
And then Carly completely stomped Sayer.
Destroyed him.
Completely. And then he fell into the purple mist. But he didn't turn into a dark signer, so it's just like, yeah, you could tell that purple mist was just kind of thrown in.
He didn't fall into the mist. He had a parachute. This was actually detailed later. He never hit the ground.
Oh my god.
He had a parachute. He fell actually inside the building. He broke some shit, but
he fell inside the building, but like he didn't visibly even have a parachute on him.
Nope. But she's not a hummingbird here. She's supposed to be a hummingbird. That's a snake. She has a snake face and snake fangs.
I mean, as I stated earlier, I'm okay with this. Is that you, Carly?
You fell. I love this. It's just so funny.
I kind of really do want to watch this series of episodes in the Japanese dub because that just seems like there was a lot of dark stuff going on.
Crunchyroll's got you covered.
Yay. But no, really, the amount of shit that was actually altered, like...
No, but there was a lot of shit going on Like, because this is also, they cut this, but this is where Misty walks in, challenges Aki to a duel, and because there are two Earthbound Immortals, the Lizard and the Hummingbird, overlaid on top of each other in the sky and attacking the building kind of starts suffering an earthquake.
It kind of has a fall over.
It's a good thing that season aired when it did, rather than a few years later, because that would have been cut from the story entirely.
Why would that have been cut?
2009. Think about it. 2 years later.
Nah, got me. What happened 2 years later? What?
2011. Japan earthquake tsunami.
Oh.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that's also part of why it hasn't. The series hasn't been rebroadcast since.
Yeah.
No, like they'll cut episodes or entire stories or seasons out of a show, or never air it again for something as small as a singular episode.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, it gets really dumb. There are a lot of Pokemon episodes that get completely cut time and again because something that happens in the episode happens to slightly coincide with something that may have happened recently.
Oh my god.
There are like 3 episodes that were cut because earthquakes happened.
That's great.
Like, several years apart, too. Anyways, unimportant stuff's happening with people you don't care about.
Clearly not. So yeah, they're all being held hostage because, of course, that's what Sayer do.
He kept them in the basement.
He kept them literally like just a locked closet. And then after the building started suffering some heavy damage, actually no, after
also Jack was here for some reason.
Jack kind of showed up afterwards.
Jack had no reason to be there. Jack was the one that saved Aki from the crumbling building.
No, Jack was there because he did happen to see the Darksider symbol up in the sky, and I think he sensed Carly was there.
His Carly senses were going off.
Well, yeah, I mean, Carly senses, yo.
That, or I guess maybe he really likes birds.
Well, I suspect he had nothing to do better that Saturday afternoon.
But speaking of birds, that also begs the question for who would have been where and what place in the original script. Supposedly, this has also been a subject of contention. Crow was actually not supposed to be the big bad. He was also, in one version, just supposed to have been either a stooge or someone that was completely unimportant. In the one the fans like to chalk up to, he would have been the original leader of the Darksiders, which makes a degree of sense because if you'll remember, Godwin's Earthbound Immortal was the Condor.
Yeah.
In theory, that makes sense, but given Crow's character from what we saw from the beginning, I lean more towards he would have been a stooge.
Oh, and this shit was fantastic. Divac shows up to actually bring in Greiger because I suspect they wanted him as a backup. The way he was on the way to the facility.
They really like the part where he tried to kill him. They like the part where Greiger tried to kill Godwin.
Yeah. So what happened was, it's funny because when Divac busted open the doors that he was behind, he sliced open a pair of really fucking thick chains with a dueling card. He threw a fucking dueling card and it's just sliced through fucking steel. I love that.
There's a moment in Duel Monsters where Kaiba throws a card at one of Merrick's rare hunters, and apparently it was so sharp. He used like a knife sharpener or something on it that it literally sticks out of the guy's hand and he starts bleeding.
Oh, I don't remember that part. I was actually going to mention that when one of Pegasus's goons was holding a gun to Kaiba's head, he threw the card and jammed the fucking hammer to the gun. It was beautiful.
That happened too, but no, what I'm talking about happened later. Like, he literally the card was stuck straight up out of the guy's hand. It was actually bleeding.
God damn. That's something.
So it's weird when they sort of try to imply that other countries exist because Nazca and Peru or wherever it was. Was it Peru or where was it again?
Somewhere in South America, I know that, but I don't think they ever... They may have mentioned a specific country, but I don't remember what it was offhand. Also November Fox. I just saw that.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones, yeah. Kitty.
Now as a kid.
Yeah. Army of shit. Hey, Jack.
We get it. They're bad. Let's just go take him out. I think this is when they are actually having a one of those illusions inside the shrine for the Crimson Dragon. There
was that, and there was also the part where Jack punched Yusei.
Which, funny enough, that was not censored. Like I think it was altered a little bit to look like a light gut punch.
Yeah.
But so there's a lot of like action scenes that do get censored. Well, very barely, because like this is one scene where Yusei is beating the shit out of a bunch of guards in the hallway.
Was that in the Fortune Cup?
Yes. The way they touch that up is all they do is they just have white flashes for every time there's an impact.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time.
That's just so fucking funny.
I'll put it to you this way: that was the only way they were ever able to air the Super Censor version of Kai on 4Kids TV. I also love that they tried making some of their own promos for it, and they made some hilarious mistakes.
Oh boy!
The first promo they ever made, narrated by the always lovely Jason Griffith, has a bit where this is infamous by now. You may have heard it, where Jason Griffith says that Goku's brother Raditz kidnapped his son Gohan. Now Goku's a Saiyan, but so is Piccolo.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Piccolo's a Saiyan, just like Goku. That was a thing that one of their dumbass writers actually said.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Who the fuck over at 4Kids thought it was a good idea to broadcast Kai as censored? No, scratch that. Even try to attempt to show Kai.
They needed something that would bring them views back to their dying network, because at that point all they had was Yu-Gi-Oh!
All they've really ever had since 2006 was Yu-Gi-Oh!
They did. Well, they had some other crap, and it worked for a little while. But this was getting towards the end.
I would just also like.
This is when they were too long in the tube.
I'm pretty also certain that at this point, not only could you regularly see the original broadcast Dragon Ball Z, I'm pretty sure someone was also showing Kai at the same time on other networks as well.
That was Nicktoons. Nicktoons was also censored, but it was a standard censor for kids.
They probably didn't.
The 4Kids Super Censor was worse. They edited out Halos, turned them into little orb thingies above their heads. Attack names were changed. You can no longer call it the Spirit Bomb. It was the Spirit Blast. And
what?
Blast bombs.
Still, come on.
4Kids is centered in New York.
4Kids also has let cards regularly be called bomb on regular occasions.
Actually, they haven't. They'll use the Japanese word for bomb whenever applicable. Jigen
Bakudan or something.
Yeah, which literally is time bomb.
Did Nicktoons also turn Popo blue? Baitsa
Yeah.
But did Nicktoons turn Popo blue?
Yeah, that was
okay.
them.
Did they also? Oh, okay, I thought that was only 4Kids that did that. If they even did at all. Man, them cutoffs, so I don't remember what the fuck we were talking about now. Oh yeah, Nicktoons and Blue Popos.
Blue Popo, they cut out a lot of stuff from fights, stuff was changed. Sean Trumbull actually talked about that in one of his panels a couple of years back, where he said he intentionally gave his worst possible performance at in that version, because he said if you're watching a censored version of something, you don't deserve the best performance I can give.
I love Sean sometimes. So is this what deck is this? Is this the same light one from before?
Yep.
Okay, just want to give it some more mileage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's some stuff. See, stuff gets really hard for a little while, and then it gets super easy. And there's one really experimental one that I don't want to test out proper until it gets easy again.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I can't believe they even redubbed the entirety of Dragon Ball Kai just for
it wasn't entirely redubbed. It's just they had to change some lines.
Okay.
So it was just during the standard process of recording. They just had to do some lines different.
Yeah.
It's a work of art, if I do say so myself.
I love how you got 3 Necro Gardenas in your hand right now.
Yep.
I have, on multiple occasions, gotten all 3 of the Star Dragon Assault modes in my hand at the same time. If it were not for,
we can do shit.
If it were not for Assault Teleport, I'd been fucked.
I believe it.
Thank you, James, for throwing me those ideas. Or for having the other deck that you sent me that just kind of incorporated the ideas into.
Jesus Christ.
Well, there are tuners in this deck. Huh.
Yep.
Yep.
Wee.
I'll say that idea is actually pretty ingenious. If you have having tuners in a Lightsworn deck, and you can utilize those for synchro summoning
There
of other stuff.
There are Lightsworn tuners.
Yeah.
Lightsworn got off the ground as soon as synchro was starting. They had the core of their deck was already out, but it definitely got boosted over time.
Yeah.
With tuners.
I was thinking about this last night. It was actually, I'm pretty sure the first major power creep in Yu-Gi-Oh was probably when Synchros hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first big one.
Without a doubt.
Because before that, there was fusions, but they were situational.
Yeah.
And required some work. These you could just throw down for fucking free.
Sup, Kareem?
Yeah, don't worry, it's not falling over.
That's gonna be a loud dinghy.
I should think you were louder. So we're moving that. I don't know what the hell a card does.
It's the one that says I can't attack it, but he can attack me directly.
Huh. Okay.
So you know what we do.
Negate. And destroy. And
Seek
repeat.
and destroy.
Negate, destroy, repeat. That's a weird looking card.
Doesn't do shit for him.
Yeah. So anyway, these shadow oh yeah, Dark Sounders. So these guys all have these Earthbound Immortal cards, as we've mentioned before. Each of them has some specific abilities. The general universal one amongst them is that they can't be targeted for attacks, and they can attack you directly.
But they also all require a field spell.
Yeah, if that field spell goes bye-bye, they're fucked.
So, you know, there's a little variation of what they can do.
Yeah. If you have something that is able to negate, like MST or shit like that, then you could be okay, but,
See, I know you're doing this intentionally because you don't actually know this, but you just triggered thousands of people.
Really?
MST does not actually negate, it just destroys.
No, I said something to negate MST.
Oh. Ugh. Well, if
I know what I said.
Someone got triggered either way.
Well, someone's gonna be triggered over everything I say.
They
don't follow my channel. I've already triggered a bunch of people before. I'm whatever.
We beat up a monkey.
Anyway, so the subplot about Ancient Fairy Dragon being stuck in the spirit world, that honestly is the thing.
We beat up a monkey, man.
And then Old Man in the Other World, that was apparently a magician. That was a thing.
The Ape King guy.
I will give massive credit to Leo, though. He held his own against the Dark Shadow really fucking well.
Yeah.
Like, DVAC didn't kill him within 3 turns. That's an impressive feat in itself. Oh yeah, so Greiger's a Dark Shadow now.
Oh, you got Crow's Duel.
Should I use the default deck? Because I could probably win the default deck. Okay, I'm using the Wingall deck it is.
Either of the two I already have is fine.
Okay.
Actually, no, go for the fun one.
Okay. So, yep, so Greiger got turned into a Dark Signer because apparently they can just now create Dark Signers at will. That's great. Fuck my life.
He is big.
He is. He's a fucking giant, dude. He's great. Although sometimes he's a lot skinnier, depending on the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Crow somehow survived a giant teleportation mind control thing that was going on in Satellite.
He wasn't getting affected by it because he was too powerful of mind. No, the problem was when Lazar came by, and he fucked off by using his balloon thingy, and then he hid in a fridge.
Yep, just kind of suffocated himself for a while, and then he got out.
The thing about him surviving through the fridge thingy was where people start to call bullshit on where you can see the plot was changed, where it's like that's where he would have turned into a dark signer or something.
Huh.
Where he would have turned into one.
Okay, which one's the fun one?
Either of the two of them.
So either Wingall or
either 4 or 9.
Okay, this should be this one then.
Yep.
Wow.
Doctor of Sparta.
That's a card? Huh. Okay. Anyway, so this duel was also pretty fucking good. I mentioned a thing earlier about...
It took like 3 episodes, didn't it?
Yeah, it was still pretty fucking fun. This is one of the duels that had Taylor gripped to the TV, basically, when she was supposed to be doing her stuff. Sometimes she has a bad habit of getting glued to the TV when I'm watching stuff, even though she's doing homework, but I'm not complaining either. God damn it. Okay, he's gonna try to drop a thing.
It's not gonna do shit to you.
It's still a field spell, though, and you could probably drop the whale. But I don't worry. I don't
yeah,
mind
but
too
you
much.
can also gale. What you're gonna do is you're gonna whirlwind, and then you're gonna summon the blue one.
I should probably drop Bora first, though, should I?
No,
or am I dropping this?
You want to do the normal summon.
Yeah.
You want to summon that one, and then grab another gale, and then drop your 2 gales and your 2 boras.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull another gale. No wonder. I was gonna say 2 gales. What? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get another one.
You want to special summon all of them.
Yep. This is gonna suck for Greiger.
And then you're going to attack with
Anyway,
all of them before you synchro.
Anyways, here's the funny thing that happened with this point of the 4Kids editing. They accidentally put No Thung on his duel runner, even though that wasn't anywhere in the duel.
No, that wasn't. No Thung didn't exist yet. That's an Arc 5 card.
No.
No, it was
Probably something else then.
Go into your extra deck, show card list.
It was something. It might have been
that one.
Oh yeah, it was Silverwind.
Silverwind the Ascendant.
Yeah, he was on the. He was listed in the hand. No,
he used
on the
Silverwind in
field.
the duel.
It was on his dual runner's field before, like, a full episode before it was even out.
Okay, so
I fucked up.
In one of Yusei's flashbacks to the Enforcers, when you see Yusei's dual disc in one of the scenes in the Dark Alley, you can see Blackwing feign the steel chain on Yusei's dual disc.
Oops. Oh yeah, also a funny thing that actually let slide by the anime, but not the card game. So you see Armwing here, yeah, he's got like the weird fucking Nerf gun on his hands, right?
The blue rifle.
Yeah, it was originally a bayonet, assault rifle, shotgun thing. So in the anime, this is actually the original colors, or no, it has its original colors of just like black, gray, and brown.
The black gunmetal.
It's an actual fucking gun. In the card game, it's like this, but in the anime, it was just a full gun. I think the reason for that is because they could not fucking color correct all that shit. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what should I summon?
You're gonna attack. You're gonna attack with Bora.
Yeah, I guess that would work. Okay, cool. He doesn't have anything big.
And then you're just going to melt his face.
Yep.
And then you're going to, depending on how much he has left, you're actually going to exceed, depending.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be well below it. 1300.
Okay, you're gonna synchro. And if it's in there, you're gonna make Dark Strike Fighter.
No.
Clearwing.
It is in here, right?
No.
Dark Strike Fighter.
Never mind. Okay, no, it's probably not in there then.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay. Okay, make one Chidori.
There. One Chidori coming up.
And then make one Raikiri.
So, Raikiri is able to remove stuff from the field depending on how many Blackwing you have. What's Chidori's ability again?
Chidori is the one where it gains 300 for every Blackwing in the graveyard. So you know, really good because it's superpower.
Yep, that's pretty good. Anything else I can? What the hell? Oh yeah,
No.
Big Eye. That's a fun card, but not right now.
Turn 2.
Well, brought him to the brink of death, but oh.
Duel 2. Turn up the heat.
Let's see.
Graceful
Allure.
Charity.
Yeah, I'm gonna dispense. Get rid of Allure of Darkness. Bottomless Trap is probably done at this point.
And then Tribute Bora. Actually, no, wait, no, don't Tribute Bora yet. Use Raikiri.
Okay. Get rid of that one face down?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're gonna Tribute Bora.
What do you have in there? I'm just curious. Fake Explosion. Oh yeah, that's a fun thing. Oh, so what am I doing next?
You're gonna Tribute Bora.
For Sirocco?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're gonna pump everything onto Chidori. Yes. You get another Bora.
And then drop you.
And then drop Bora. And then you're gonna Monster Reborn.
Another Bora?
Yes. I'm having fun.
I am having some fun myself. Okay. Fun's usually not allowed here. This is an exception.
So then you're going to use Sirocco to pump into
Chidori?
Into Chidori.
How big do I... Well, that's a number. That is a number, alright. Rip.